Welcome to the ATEEZ tier list. I'm gonna rank every single album that have been released over this 5 years since debut. I'm gonna go through, rank every single one, explain what I like, what I don't like. Keep in mind, my opinion, if one of your favorite albums is not my favorite, I'm sorry. It's all opinion based. Don't take it personally. Someone's gonna take it personally. Alright, so this is how it's gonna work. I'm gonna go through every single main album. So what makes a main album? Obviously part of the main series. So any of these albums over here in the not ranking tier, I am not gonna rank. I could do that in a future video if you guys would like. 10 likes, I'll rank every single album. Even if there's just repeats in Japanese instead of Korean, I'll still react to it. Alright, so first, Treasure EP1 All to Zero. Their first album, debut. This album in C tier. Okay, now listen. This album is not bad, but one of these albums have to be one of the bottom. When you compare the first album to the rest of their discography, it is a bit weak, but it's still good. I love Pirate King. It's such a unique song. And also, for One Piece fans out there, they also have the Luffy Gear 2 reference. I don't know, I just think it's really cool. Treasure's also a really good song. The Killing Voice makes Treasure even better. Twilight is a really good song. Stay is a really good song. And I'm forgetting what the last song is on that album. My Way is definitely the worst song on the album in my opinion. It's still good, but compared to Twilight and Stay, they're definitely weak. Treasure EP to 021. I'm going to rank this album in S tier. The fact they dropped this album as rookies is insane. Every single song, top to bottom, is amazing. Say My Name, legendary, iconic dance, iconic. Hala Hala, also iconic. Those outfits are legendary. The performance is legendary. Hala Hala, I'm pretty sure legit started the demon line. Yes, there is a demon line in ATEEZ. Son, Sangwa, and Hongjun, the demon line. And it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think I gotta explain it that much. And Light is easily the most underrated ATEEZ song of all time. Light is a masterpiece, and the fact that they have only performed it a handful of times is a crime, and it makes me cry. Makes me cry hysterically. Promise and Desire are also great songs. I prefer Desire, but Promise is still good. Top to bottom, ATEEZ did not miss, and the difference between their first album and their second is astronomical. I don't know how they did it. It's just shows how great ATEEZ really are. Treasure EP3 1 to All. A tier. Fun fact, is the album where ATEEZ got their first award show win with Wave. You could tell they were not expecting it at all just by looking at their faces. You could see how much it really meant to win. For them to win with a song like Wave is poetic as hell. Utopia is a banger. The vocals.
All of my life 찾아 헤매던 그곳은 날 듯한 흐리신 기루 꿈속의 dreamer 두려움과 환희의 바다 Tell me that you're no more yeah. 꿈을 꿔서 우리 기다린다고 멈추지 않아 절대 Oh every day every night here we go 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 every day every night here we go 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 every day every night let us go 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 꿈이란 모두가 비웃어도 멈출 순 없어 난 내게 진실을 끌고 We can touch utopia We can reach the utopia Every day, every night We keep going on 자 그러면 좀 더 부들부들하게
Aurora is such an amazing song. That beat, Hungjung, he cooked with that. The beat is playing in the background as I speak right now, and it just slaps. Illusion is another great song. Illusion's very underrated. Illusion's just a feel-good song. Well, it's quite dark actually. This album has a lot of great writing in my opinion. Dancing Like Butterfly Wings is the weakest song on the album, but that song is special in my opinion because of the group dance that they do for the song when they perform live. But when you see them do the dance to Dancing Like Butterfly Wings together, it just makes you smile and feel good. Overall, this album is A tier. The next album, Treasure EP Final All to Action. I am going to rate their first full-length album in B tier. Okay, don't start booing me. Listen, let me explain. Other than Wonderland and Mist, all the other songs were just like solid in my opinion. None of them really jumped out to me except Mist and Wonderland. It's a solid album, I'll say that. Wonderland was interesting because that dance practice, holy hell. I've never seen a camera shake so much just from dancing. Mist, the vocals, Wooyoung.
어쩌면 난 두렵지 않을 수 있었을까. So please 말해줘 it's alright. 불안함이 안겠어. 모든 게 한순간이라고. So please 이게 내 길이라며 내 손을 꽉 잡아줘.
Another standout song, which personally I didn't like very much, Win. It's a very unique beat, but there's just some parts of the song where it just doesn't mesh well with me. And I actually didn't rate Wonderland a 10 out of 10 song, into all of these and scoring them to make this video. I think I scored it a 9. And for foreshadowing, I'm not going to say it now, but it can be improved. So yeah, I don't have much to say about the first full-length album. It's a solid album. In my opinion, the highlight to me is Mist, and then Wonderland is the second. But overall, for first full-length album, I liked it. Treasure, epilogue, action, to answer. I am going to rate this album in C tier. I know.
Oh,
You could stop the
brother,
booing
this
and
guy
throwing tomatoes
stinks.
at me. I don't stink. Don't say that. Now listen. It only has 4 songs. Answer is a 10 out of 10. Answer is a banger. The vocals for Answer in the Killing Voice, my god.
모두 하늘 머리 위로 세상 어디에서든 보일 수 있게. 불타는 태양과 덮치던 파도는 우리에겐 별게 아닌 걸.
The vocals in general for Answer is insane. The dance practice, insane. You know, they introduced the most legendary move in ATEEZ catalog history. The thrust. And any objections, anyone? The other song on this album that boosted it up a little bit, still to be at C tier, but Star 1117. Now, I'm assuming most people watching this knows what that song, what it means. But Star 1117 is a song for ATEEZ, and I'm pretty sure it's the day where the name ATEEZ was created. ATEEZ stands for ATEEZ and Destiny, and that's the fandom name. Now, this song, I scored it an 8 out of 10, and this song is super special towards ATEEZ, and the Hello 82 project they did, and it had the ATEEZ members crying. At the time when I first saw that video as a newer fan, it felt so special to watch that, and Star 1117 is just a very special song. Overall though, the other 2 songs on the album I do not like. I gotta be honest, I do not like them. But Star Level 17 to Answer, I love those songs. Alright, Treasure era is finished. And now we enter Zero Fever era. First, Zero Fever Part 1. I'm going to rate this album in A tier, above Treasure EP3. Zero Fever Part 1, every single song is good. There's not one single skip on this whole album. Inception is a 10 out of 10 song. That song is so damn good. The vocals, the dance, the performance, everything about it is good top from bottom. There's not one weak part of Inception. Not one. Next, Thanks. Thanks is one of the most overlooked title tracks ATEEZ has. I can't tell you how many times I've seen people react to Thanks and just think it's just solid. Personally, I think Thanks has a lot of style to it. The dancing is, I love the dancing to it. The dancing to Thanks is good. The beat is very unique. Hongjoong and Mingi's verses on Thanks, they go so hard. Another song, To the Beat, is probably one of my favorite Hongjoong verses. His flow is just insane. Mingi's verse also goes hard. Other than that, To the Beat is an odd one because I really like the rap verses. To be honest, the last 30 seconds with that very unique beat doesn't really sit well with me. Personally, I really want just a Hongjoong, Mingi, and you could throw in Songla. I want those three. Those three need to do a cypher. It will go so hard. Now, to one of the most underrated, underappreciated ATEEZ songs, One Day at a Time. One Day at a Time is one of the most comforting songs ATEEZ has to offer, in my opinion.
When it's over, wearing hold on tight, I'll be here. Don't forget it, 'cause in life sometimes we need a helping hand. You'll be alright, just take it slow. One day at a time.
But the vocals on One Day at a Time, the beat, it's so comforting. Fever, I like it more than To the Beat, to be honest, just because those last 30 seconds of To the Beat, or Good Little Boy, that's another underrated ATEEZ song. This song is very, very underrated. Overall, I think Zero Fever Part 1 could be one of their most underrated albums, in my opinion. I just don't really see people talk about this album very much, and I believe it deserves way more than what it gets. Zero Fever Part 2. I'm going to rank this album in A tier, above Part 1. Zero Fever Part 2, first off, is the album where Mingi went on hiatus. Fireworks, the vocals, the killing voice. Oh my god, the killing voice.
알고 있잖아 지금 넌 네가 느끼고 있는 이 떨림을 내 옆으로 와 내 자리로 와 우린 뜨겁기 위해서 어떤 것도 필요 보다가 찬란한 반짝 높이 타올라라 버텨 Ready now firebomb bam 지금 우리는 마치 불놀이야 불놀이야 말리지 지금 부셔버릴 것 같은 물놀이요 Oh 나나 think about it 물놀이요 Oh 나나 들어왔대 물놀이요 Oh 나나 feel about it 물놀이요 물놀이요
And then the dance practice. Fireworks choreo is one of the most unique choreos I've seen. I got to be honest. Like, I don't know what it is, but it just hits different. Like, ATEEZ is unmatched in energy. Take Me Home is a 10 out of 10 song as well. I gotta be honest. I've never seen the live to this song, and I gotta be honest, watching it for the first time, it kind of gave me goosebumps. It is one of the most unique live performances I've seen from ATEEZ, and I wish that they would perform it more because that song is insane. The Leaders really goes hard on the rap, and personally, it's the weakest song on the album for me. I like To The Beat more. Hunchung's verse is great, Minky's verse is great. It's not bad, it's solid. Time of Love is also a really good song. Celebrate also is a really good song. And I actually really like the melody for Celebrate. Overall, this album was way better than I thought it was originally before doing this video, but after watching the live for Take Me Home, it really convinced me to put it at the top of A tier, so that's where it's gonna be. Zero Fever Part 3. I'm going to rank this album on the top of B tier. Deja Vu is a 10 out of 10 song. There's not one thing bad about Deja Vu. Again, the killing voice.
숨도 내게 닿을까 내 숨이 멎는다 해도 다음 꿈에서라도 find you in my heart 미쳐가 너는 입맞은 순간 멈출 수가 없이 끝이 없는 갈증을 느껴 수습에 미쳐가 우린 나의 도화지 속삭여 위로 가득하고만해 질각인지 병인지 혼란스럽지 내 맘이 널 원하는 거 본능인 거야 Get this up
The dancing of Deja Vu is probably one of my favorite ATEEZ choreos. Deja Vu is definitely up there for ATEEZ choreos. Deja Vu made me notice Yoonho way more. Eternal Sunshine is such a great song. It's impossible to feel sad while listening to Eternal Sunshine. Like, if you look at the behind the scenes of them making Eternal Sunshine, how can you feel sad? Look at them. Look at their faces. Another song on the album, Rocky. Thanks to Rocky, we got Boxer Mingy. He was pretty cool. I remember him in Coachella. That was definitely a standout moment in my opinion. Rocky's a pretty good song too. I like Eternal Sunshine and Deja Vu more, but Rocky's a solid song. Not Too Late is a good chill song. Feeling Like I Do is a solid song. I don't have much to say about it. It's a solid song. And All About You is definitely my least favorite song on the album. I just don't really like the song at all, I gotta be honest. I know seeing Fever Part 3 in B tier might surprise some people, but remember, it is ranked off of the full album. It's not just going off a title track. Zero Fever Epilogue.
이것이 멋이여
I am going to rank this album in A tier, behind Zero Fever Part 1, in front of Treasure EP 3. Now, Zero Fever Epilogue has 3 10 out of 10 songs in my personal opinion. First, The Real. The Real is probably the most fun ATEEZ has on stage, if I'm being honest. The dance break, the dance circle, whatever it's called, is amazing. It's one of my favorite things to see live, and it's so much fun. The dance is so smooth. Every single member hits it so damn well. It's a fun song. That is literally just the most fun that I've seen ATEEZ have on stage in general. If you may recall, Wonderland from Treasure EP finale, and I hinted at it being improved.
Flashback.
And I actually didn't rate Wonderland a 10 out of 10 song. I think I scored it a 9. And for foreshadowing, I'm not going to say it now, but it can be improved.
End of flashback.
Kingdom. Kingdom gave us a new version of Wonderland that gave us this. This performance is my favorite performance in Kingdom and is one of my favorite performances I've ever seen. Seeing this live in person in Citi Field was amazing. Goosebumps. And this is perfected Wonderland. Turbulence. Turbulence is one of my favorite ATEEZ songs. It is an emotional roller coaster every single time I listen to it. The vocals, oh my god, the vocals are so amazing. I get emotional listening to it. The members get emotional singing it. And Turbulence is the versatility that ATEEZ possesses with their pure talent. To have a song like The Real and then Turbulence, it's insane. It's insane. There's 3 songs as well on this album that are also really good. Be With You, The Letter, and Still Here are all great songs. The Letter really surprised me. It was way better than what I originally thought. And the only reason this album isn't higher up on the list is because they have Wave, Overture, and Answer Ode, and to be honest, I'm not the biggest fans of them, so they really brought down the score. And Better's the weakest song on the album. Those songs really drag down the score for the album, but overall, Zero Fever Epilogue is an amazing album. If you really like ATEEZ and you appreciate versatility, you should definitely listen to this album. Zero Fever era is finished. Overall, their best era so far. The World EP1 Movement. I am going to rank this album in the bottom of B tier. I know. You could throw tomatoes at me. Now, I feel like most people watching this is probably like, what?
Flappin' Flotsam, what's that?
Let me explain myself. Gorilla is their best song live. Their choreo, the vocals give off the most energy I've ever felt from any song or any K-pop group. Dance is amazing. Everything about it is amazing. The chant, the break the wall chant is amazing as well. You could hear it outside of stadiums. In Coachella, the main stage, while they were waiting for their performance, they could hear ATEEZ and their fans doing the break the wall chant all the way across Coachella, which is insane. So Gorilla is a 10 out of 10 song. Okay, there's nothing bad about Gorilla. And Hunjung's hair, that inspired my in real life hair right now. Cyberpunk is another amazing masterpiece song. It's a 10 out of 10. The vocals is insane. The dance is insane. The performance is amazing. Cyberpunk is amazing. Now, for what makes me score this album so low is the rest of the songs on it. Sector 1 is a solid song, but The Ring, Where Do I Go, and New World, I just really do not like that much, if I'm being honest. And I've tried listening to it. I've listened to every single ATEEZ song to prepare to do this video. And most of the album doesn't really sit well with me. It doesn't stick, other than Gorilla and Cyberpunk. So that's why it scored this low. I can't admit Sector 1 is good though. Sector 1 is very good. The World EP2 Outlaw.
Slow it down, make it bounce. 지금부터 fly. 좀 다른 spicy. 청양고추 vibe. If you wanna know how, I can show you right now. 우리 만들지 bouncy. 우린부터 fly.
I'm gonna rank this album. It's obvious, it's S tier, bro. Come on, top of S tier. It is slightly better than Treasure EP2. And the only reason is because every single song on Outlaw is at least an 8.5 to 9 out of 10. They did not miss on this album. Everything's about it is great. Bouncy is such an iconic song. It's such an iconic dance. Like, it's their most popular song for a reason. Everyone knows Bouncy. Not much to say about it. The other songs, though. Dune's falsetto. Son's falsetto in Dune is heavenly. I ascend like SpongeBob every single time I hear it. Dune has no performance, which again makes me cry hysterically, and they need to make a performance for this now, because for it to have no performance and sound like this is criminal. Is Wake Up, the live performance to Wake Up. They try to kill all the fans. I'm just saying. It's probably their sexiest performance, if I'm being honest. Cyberpunk is good too, but Deja Vu is also up there, but in my opinion, Wake Up takes the cake. The dance that they do for it, insane. And Hung Joon does his fastest verse, and he spazzes in it, and he's just insane. The performance, 10 out of 10. The dance, I really like the dance. All the other songs in the album are also great. Outlaw it's kind of, it has an odd beat, but I really like it a lot. Like, Outlaw is such a underrated song, especially on this album. People don't really talk about Outlaw a lot. This World is also great. Django, that song is so good. The in performances where goes on top of the piano, and then he's had the spotlight on him. He puts out the gun. Oh my god, it is so cool. Everything about EP2 Outlaw is just, it's amazing. It seems to see a pattern here with ATEEZ. If you notice here, the second part or the sequel to every single album series is a banger. Look at it. The top 3 albums right now on this list are all part 2s. I can't wait for the next part 2. I'm just gonna say, I already know the next part 2 is gonna be a minimum A tier to S tier. I'm just saying. The World EP finale. Will. I am going to rank this album in A tier, above Zero Fever Part 1 and behind Zero Fever Part 2. Now, this is their second full-length album. Drastic improvement from Treasure's full-length album, in my opinion. First, Crazy Form is the song that introduced me into ATEEZ. So, of course, I'm gonna like it a little bit more than some other songs. The Mama 2023 performance is most likely my favorite ATEEZ performance of all time, simply because that is the moment I realized that I liked ATEEZ. That performance is legendary to me. Crazy Form is it's just a great song. The beat is so good. It's so unique. They also brought back the iconic thrust. I told you, the iconic thrust. All the way back from Treasure Epilogue Answer. The thrust is back. Next song, Arriba. This song was really introduced to me when ATEEZ did Coachella. When they did Coachella and played this song, it was insane. I'm pretty sure this created Willy Wonka Mingy, which is iconic. His verse on Arriba is amazing. It's just such a good performance. It is such a fun song too, very unique. Another song, Silver Light. Silver Light is such an amazing song. Silver Light was first introduced to me when ATEEZ came to Citi Field for their world tour and sang it there. Before that, I never really knew about Silver Light. That performance, it put me on. Silver Light is such a good song. The beat is so... I love that beat. ATEEZ needs to do that beat way more. Emergency is also a good song. Not much to say about Emergency. Emergency is a solid song. We Know is the weakest song on the album for me. I don't really like the chorus that much or the melody. It's a fine song. Now, in this full-length album, ATEEZ do subunit songs, and I'm not going to go through every single one because I don't want this section to be 10 minutes. My favorite of the two is Youth, and then It's You. Youth is such an amazing song. It showcases Mingi's other side, and Yoonho's vocals matches so well with the song. The dance they do is amazing, the performance is amazing, and Yoonho and Mingi are such a great duo. It's a top tier song, man. Hits every single time. Next, It's You. It's You. Come on. They're trying to kill fans again. Yeosang, San, and Wooyoung, they tried to kill all the fans again. You're welcome for leaving the clip in for Son. It's You is such a good song, and ATEEZ need to make an album that is full R&B. That's what I need. I need a full R&B album, and it would be S tier. Mats, it's a good... I like it more than the leaders, but not more than To The Beat. Mats is Hunjung's verse in the first like 20 seconds is insane. I love that, and it's a hard-hitting song. So good. It's not bad. Everything, the solo from Jungho, it's a ballad. I could appreciate ballads for what they are, but compared to the other three subunit songs, it is my least favorite. But Jungho still impresses massively with his beautiful vocals. And the last song on the album, Dreamy Day. Dreamy Day is a feel-good song. It's a feel-good song. Not much to say about Dreamy Day. And overall, The World was a really good series. The World era is finished, and now we enter golden hour era. Golden hour part 1.
Gotta work, gotta make that money make first. Gotta focus, so I make it burn. Give a whiplash when they see me earn. Gotta work, gotta make that money make first. Gotta focus, so I make it burn. Gotta get that credit, get perk. Gotta work.
I'm gonna rate Golden Hour Part 1 in A tier. Golden Hour Part 1. Works choreo is so damn good. Works choreo is up there with one of my favorite ATEEZ choreos. It is so good. The amount of details the dance has is insane. And them performing it is a blast. Work is iconic, and we got full-on Willy Wonka Mingy in Work. Like, he fully embraced the Willy Wonka. Work's beat is also amazing. The flute trap beat mixed with a little bit of Latin feel. Oh, it's so good. Next song, Blind. Blind is a 10 out of 10 song. Blind is every Hispanic 18's dream. First off, this song is so Hispanic feeling that even my mom likes it. And my mom is like full Puerto Rican. I'm so sad Blind does not have a performance yet. But the day Blind has a performance is the day I'm gonna ascend again. I'm gonna ascend. Next, Empty Box. Empty Box is also a really good song. The killing voice for Empty Box is so good.
영원할 것 같던 그 빛나던 추억 시간 속에 묻고서 흘려보낼게 알아 나만 잡고 있던 당길 수 없는 시리였단 걸 말야 If you are feeling the same way we should better than our time together Leave everything behind Hope you come across something more than better Feeling the same way we should better than our time together Leave everything behind Hope you come across something more than better
I don't really have much to say about Empty Box, if I'm being truly honest. It's just a really good song. It's very emotional. When I'm in that mood for that type of music, it is so damn good. Next song, Siren. Siren's also another good song. Very high energy. The beat, I like the beat. Very unique. ATEEZ always has the unique beats. And now for my least favorite song on the album. Shaboom. Now, Shaboom is weird because there's a couple sections of Shaboom that is amazing. And then Shaboom decides to take the exit all of a sudden and go hardcore dubstep, head banging, mosh pit, rave. Like, hardcore dubstep out of nowhere from a reggae feel, which was amazing. And for me, the change up is just too jarring, if that's the right word. It takes me for a roller coaster ride that I was not expecting at all. You know how you go to a roller coaster, you can see the top, you're expecting it. Imagine you're going up a roller coaster, but you can never see where the top of it is from far away. You just go on and you just go until you don't know where you're going anymore. Like, I'm butchering this explanation, but that's how Shaboom feels to me. It starts off amazing, and then just takes that hardcore turn, which I'm not expecting, and it doesn't sit right with me. And it makes me sad because the parts of Shaboom that I really like are so good that if they do a song with those sections of Shaboom, it could have been another 10 out of 10, and it could have been an S tier, but it didn't. So yeah, that was my rant on Shaboom. I have to be in the exact mood for Shaboom to listen to it. I can never, ever just normally be like, you know what I want? I want to hear Shaboom. Yeah. Golden Hour Part 1, very good album, very good. We have finally reached the most recent album, Golden Hour Part 2. If you recall what I said about sequels, or the second parts of all these eras, you will understand what I'm gonna do. Golden Hour Part 2. Is the best album in ATEEZ history. Ice on My Teeth, title track, is smooth but sexy at the same time. That beat is so damn good. For me personally, it's not better than Work, but just as equal. Where Work has more energy and more fun to it, Ice on My Teeth has that smoothness and sexiness to it, if you know what I mean. The choreo is smooth, it's nice. The styling too of Ice on My Teeth is insane. The Hunjung's verse is amazing. The flow is insane. Mengi talking about hit that booty, chocolate. I watched this reacts YouTuber, his name is Roscoe, and his reaction to Ice on My Teeth and Mengi, it had me dead. Oh my, I've been laughing about it for months.
Hit that booty!
I love Roscoe, he's hilarious. Ice on My Teeth is perfect. It is so perfect, and the dance at the end of the song, so smooth. Everything about it is smooth. Now, I'm gonna go from top and bottom here. Deep Dive, an amazing song. The lyrics to that song is so great. If you've never seen the lyrics to Deep Dive, you need to read the lyrics, because that song is literally deep. Literally. That song is so good. Next, Man on Fire. Man on Fire is their sexiest song, and it doesn't even have a performance yet. The day Man on Fire gets a performance is the day fans are gonna fully die. They're gonna go right into the grave. Just read the lyrics. Man on Fire is easily their sexiest song ever. It's their hottest song ever, and there's no debate to it. That performance is gonna be insane. Then Selfish Waltz. Do you want to talk about ascending into another dimension, into heaven, into space, into everything? Go listen to Selfish Waltz. That chorus, that instrument, whatever that instrument is, the vocals, everything about Selfish Waltz is amazing. And dude, they need to drop a Selfish Waltz every year because that song is so damn good. Hongjoong, he is such an iconic individual and he's a master at his craft and he displays it all throughout this album. The weakest song on the album, Enough, and it's not even a bad song. Enough is a good song. Enough really hits good in the feels and it's amazing. Top from bottom, Golden Hour Part 2 is the best album ATEEZ ever dropped, and there's not one single skip on that album. And if they do a Golden Hour Part 3, I don't know what to expect because Golden Hour so far is gonna look like it's the best era. It's their best album. They mastered album of the year is what it deserves. We have finally reached the end of the tier list. Hopefully I didn't piss off too many of us ATEEZ. And hopefully you guys saw some of the humor. I hope so. I hope I just didn't piss off a bunch of people. But C tier, Treasure EP 1, Treasure Epilogue. B tier, Zero Fever Part 3, Treasure Finale, The World EP 1. A tier, Zero Fever Part 2, The World EP Finale, Golden Hour Part 1, Zero Fever Part 1, Zero Fever Epilogue, and Treasure Episode 3. And then S tier, Golden Hour Part 2, The World EP 2, and Treasure EP 2. And I think I've established this. The Part 2 of any album series from ATEEZ is gonna be their best work yet. This is where they take leaps. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed me rambling about ATEEZ, my favorite group. If you enjoyed it, I would appreciate it if you would like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about my ratings and thoughts. Let me know what you agree with, what you disagree with. I'm open to any point of views or any comments. Oh, and before I forget, if you guys want it, I could do a tier list based off of ATEEZ dance choreos. Basically, I would watch every single title track that has a dance practice and then rate it on a tier list and explain what I like and dislike. I've been here for way too long, and I hope you guys enjoyed.
감사합니다. Thank you so much. Thank you.